Stuff on there. I was getting ready to leave. I was going out to grab the Zoom. I had on the concrete bench on my patio, and as soon as I was grabbing that to bring it inside, the tablet died. The battery died on it. As soon as that happened, I went and I grabbed my phone, which is what I'm using now. All of the storage was full on it, so I deleted a couple of videos that I need. Well, I did need, so I could do this. I was hoping the tablet would last, so I could come out here and put all this information down. Like when I was talking to Jillian today on the phone, I told her I would do this. I just had to wait till everything charged. I still have the white zoom going inside. I have it set right there in the corner of the dining room, so it will pick up the feedback. And my heart, everything, it's caused a bad headache, everything right now. I'm gonna try to find a way to get the audio to Jillian. The thing is you need a really good pair of headphones that produce good bass, or something along those lines, or like a really good speaker, or you're not going to hear the bass. So, I didn't really want nothing going, so the camera would pick up their feedback from them moving it around. So I tried to sit and play guitar. Now I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but when I would get up and I would walk around, even though it was still going, you could hear as the volume was shifting higher to lower, higher to lower. Then when I was walking in the hallway, they must have turned it off or turned it below what the mic will pick up. And then when it was off when I was getting dishes out of the sink for the inspection tomorrow. And then it came on then. I don't know. This causes a severe headache right now. My heart feels like it's going to explode. I'm having a hard time just even like breathing. I'm so sore. Before I started this, I went to the store, and it makes it where you can't stay hydrated because your heart and everything beats so fast that you can't stay hydrated. And when I was at the store standing in line, I almost felt like I was going to pass out. I mean, I had a hard time just even standing in line. I'm probably not going to be able to stay at home today. See, the thing is, I've had lots of times where I recorded their feedback like this. I don't know, and they have to hear that upstairs. Now, I don't know if Whitney, her boyfriend, and the other guy that's involved have ever complained to the office about this. I wouldn't think they have, but I got lots of recordings, and searching through all of them right now is hard, so I just tried to record a new one for Jillian, and I can review them fine, but I can't review them if I'm in this environment. If I can get out of this environment, I can find whatever it is needed. But when you're having constant nervous breakdowns one after another, it makes it so hard to talk at times. You know, when that going on when I'm sleeping, like they wake me up all the time. Oh yeah, I brought what I showed it in the video. It looks like it's a decimal meter. It is, but it isn't. It's a pressure meter. It records the amount of pressure, but it puts it in decibels. And I have this in recordings. Like, I've been in Walmart parking lot with this. I have it in recording with the windows down, parked right in the center where all the vehicles are and doors shut and everything like that. And it was averaged at 65 decibels. And like when a loud truck drove by, it went up to like 72 decibels or something. I'm recording, 90 decibels plus in my apartment. And this is recording pressure. Let's see what it records here and here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't think you can even see that or not. I'm shaking too much, moving up and down anyway. But like I said, I don't know if and I explained this on several occasions. The videos are just to show me what I'm doing. It's showing the sound in my apartment, like the TV going and everything else. There are some spots on the videos that actually you can hear the bass if you're using like the headphones I have and stuff, but you need the Zoom recorders. I knew to record this I needed condenser mics. From my understanding, condenser mics are just mics that are more sensitive to sound, and that's basically all I could afford. I had to sell stuff just to buy those Zoom recorders, to buy the tablet, to buy this decimal meter. It's amazing what they've done to me and what they've been allowed to get away with. Oh yeah, I just want to say one thing before I forget. when my apartment got flooded, it was leaking, and upstairs said it was from their washer. It was terrible that day. It was absolute terrible. And it's very hard for me to do steps. I can do like 3, 4 steps where I just kind of bite down and I just do it. But after that, each step is like worse than the next. Each step after that, it's like double what the next step is. And then like the apartment complex here tried to move me to an upstairs apartment, knowing I cannot do upstairs apartment. Because when I moved in here with LaShondra, I told LaShondra I cannot do an upstairs apartment. With my back and stuff, I just cannot do it. And then they offered me an upstairs apartment, knowing full well with the letter that or the form I had to fill out, I said I can't do an upstairs apartment. But when that leak happened, it was god awful that day. Completely god awful. And I went upstairs, and it hurt like hell. Whitney opened the door. I told her what happened. You know, I can't even talk right now, so. And she said, okay. She shut the door. I went back downstairs, and I had pots and pans. A ton of water at first leaked in my apartment. Probably good, I'd say 20-some gallons, 30-some gallons. I grabbed all my pots and pans. I had them sitting out, especially in the kitchen area. And it got to the point where I was like, when the leak started slowing down, I put down towels and blankets so I could call Carrie. I went out on the patio. I left the door open so I could still look inside my apartment, and and you could hear Whitney and another male up there standing at their French doors. Now, with talking to Carrie on the phone, I couldn't really hear what they were saying up there. And after I hung up the phone with Carrie, the towels I had on the floor were soaked, so I picked those up, put those in the washer, and then I grabbed blankets I had in the laundry, and I put them down. And when Carrie came over, then after I got off the phone, someone went into that washer and dryer room, and you could hear like scuffling, like either the dryer or the washer was being pulled out. You could hear stuff being yanked on, very loud, because I didn't have anything going on in my apartment at the time. I actually shut off the breakers because I didn't know if that would cause a fire or not. And then it was a male, like, rushed out of the apartment, down the steps, because you could hear him talking as he was leaving to Whitney. Rushed down the steps, and then only a few seconds passed, rushed back up the steps, super loud. I mean, this person was like running their ass off. Went inside, was inside maybe a second, 2 seconds, rushed back out, and was gone. And then when Carrie got there, Carrie's like, well, I thought the leak was bad and everything else. Well, at first it was, but I think what it was is because I was so worked up, it put me in dire straits that, I probably made it seem like it was worse than it was. Voice-wise, because I was so on end, like way worse than how I am now, way worse. And the funny thing is, they said it was the washer. There was no leaks in the ceiling in that washer and dryer room. The light in the kitchen, that's where like 20-30 some gallons came out, and plus it leaked on the drywall tape throughout my living room and partly down the hallway. Now, I used to be a carpenter. I was a foreman of jobs, residential jobs, commercial jobs. I was foreman of a lot of those jobs. I was a safety foreman. I actually went to Votech school for carpentry. It's very easy to check for a leak. And there was no leak or anything in the washer and dryer room. Those hoses are not very long. And you can actually put a level up on the ceiling and check how the water runs. Now, in that washer and dryer room, the water actually runs back into that room. I think what was going on is they actually left their sink running. That's the only possible thing. I mean, I could talk a lot about this. I just want to record this before I forget. And then Jeff, who works at the senior building up there, came down with Googie, and when he walked in my apartment, he was like, the hose up there either fell out or they yanked it out. I think they yanked it out, because you could clearly hear someone pulling a washer or dryer out very loud. Like I said, I had nothing going on in my apartment, and you could hear hoses and stuff, like someone was pulling on something or yanking something. Water does not, if water runs, if my level is correct, which I'm sure it is, there would be leaks in that washer and dryer room. They actually left their faucet on. Yeah, that's the truth of that story. There was someone up there. That person was basically rushing as fast as they could to get the hell out of there after I called Carrie. And it was a male, so just want to put that down. My chest is hurting so bad. It feels like it's going to just bust through my rib cage right now. What I'm going to do, Jillian, is I have my laptop. I'll probably bring it out to my vehicle. I'll hook my headphones to it, and I'll take one of the Zoom recorders. I'll put it next to the headphones, so the sound's going to play into the headphones, because those are good headphones that can produce good bass, since those recorders are not really made for that. But that's the only condenser mic I could actually afford. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully my laptop battery lasts all the way through the videos. Then I'll transfer a copy to you. I don't know if it'll fit in an email. I'm not really sure how I can post it. I think probably the best thing to do is just to record it using my phone or something, or the tablet, upload that video, and then do it that way. Because, I mean, that's the biggest problem with this. I don't know how to transfer the audio. Those audio files are so big. Like, if I have a recording and it's 5 hours long, it's like 21, 28 gigabytes. You know? So. But yeah, if that leak came from their washer, it's basically impossible. Where that fluorescent light is in my kitchen, like where the water leaked through the drywall to the drywall tape, it started like right at the center of that light, and then slowly leaked through the living room. Like before that mudroom where the washer and dryer is, there's no leak running from there, coming from there. There's no leak in there. And I know other people here who had leaks in their apartment, and I seen it. Trust me, if that washer was leaking, there'd be a leak coming down from that area. And I can tell you, there's no way it could have been the washer, because the amount of water that actually came out of there was way more than what one load of laundry is. Way more. So unless she did a load of laundry and then ignored the leak, did another load of laundry, and their hose is long enough that it stretches into the kitchen, it's impossible. So it came from their sink. I don't know if they accidentally left the sink running or what, but someone went in there, pulled out the washer dryer, pulled out the hose, and Jeff came down. When he walked to my apartment, he even said that. He's like, it fell out or someone pulled it out. And then he said it looked like someone actually yanked the hose out. Those are Jeff's exact words. I mean, there's so much. I mean, you're talking 3 years of stuff. I might not even be able to stay home tonight. No, I don't know if the video actually captured as the feedback was actually changing sound-wise as it was kind of coming in and going, or if it's just on the video, if it's just going to be a constant sound. I don't know. But I have the Zoom still going, sitting in the dining room, and right before I go back in, I'm going to restart. I can't even think straight. I'm going to start another video, and before I go back in, and then I'll listen to the Zoom to see if that was actually going the whole time or if it stopped or what. I just need someone to sit down with me or get me out of this place so I can actually sit and listen to those videos and look at them and everything like that. You know, now I looked a lot online and everyone said to actually have a microphone that will pick that up very clear and everything like that. It's like a $572 microphone on up. I can't afford that. Not even close. So I'm just trying the best with what I have. When I first moved into the apartment, I had like a $20 cell phone from Family Dollar. It only recorded like 30 seconds because that's all the space it had on it. I didn't have a tablet. I didn't have Zooms. I don't have the phone I have now. So I basically had spent a year and a half with having no way to actually prove it until I borrowed my parents' tablet. And then at that time I had like a $5 pair of headphones that you can hear it, but it's very far in the background. I don't have the headphones I have now.